Hi guys, welcome to Getting Over It. Today we're going to play. I don't know what this game is. Okay. Ooh, a tree. This game seems really calm. Almost over it. Yeah!
There's no feeling more intense than starting over. If you deleted your homework the day before it was due, as I have, or if you left your wallet at home and you have to go back after spending an hour in the commute. If you won some money at the casino and then put all your winnings on red but it came up black. If you got your best shirt dry cleaned before a wedding and then immediately dropped food on it. If you won an argument with a friend and then later discovered that they just returned to their original view. Starting over is harder than starting up. If you're not ready for that, like if you've already had a bad day, then what you're about to go through might be too much. Feel free to go away and come back. I'll be here. Alright, thanks for coming with me on this trip. I'll understand if you have to take a break at any point. Just find a safe place to stop and quit the game. Don't worry, I'll save your progress, always, even your mistakes.
Hopefully you do.
This game is a homage to a free game that came out in 2002 titled Sexy Hiking. The author of that game was Jazuo, a mysterious Czech designer who was known at the time as the father of B games. And B games are rough assemblages of found objects. Designers slap them together very quickly and freely, and they're often too rough and unfriendly to gain much of a following. They're built more for the joy of building them than as polished products.
This game, but it's going to be harder, and you're going to be able to die.
In a certain way, Sexy Hiking is the perfect embodiment of a V game. It's built almost entirely out of found and recycled parts, and it's one of the most unusual and unfriendly games of its time. In it, your task is simply to drag yourself up a mountain with a hammer. And that act of climbing, in the digital world or in real life, has certain essential properties that give the game its flavor. No amount of forward progress is guaranteed. Some cliffs are too sheer or too slippery, and the player is constantly, unremittingly in danger of falling and losing
Fast! Fast! I said fast! I said.
Anyway, when you start Sexy Hiking, you're standing next to this dead tree that blocks the way to the entire rest of the game. It might take you an hour to get over that tree. A lot of people never got past it. You prod and you poke at it, exploring the limits of your reach and your strength, trying to find a way up and over. And there's a sense of truth in that lack of compromise. Most obstacles in video game worlds are fake. You can be completely confident in your ability to get through them once you have the correct method or the correct equipment or just by spending enough time. In that sense, every pixelated obstacle in Sexy Hiking is real. The obstacles in Sexy Hiking are unyielding, and that makes the game uniquely frustrating. But I'm not sure Jazuo intended to make a frustrating game. The frustration is just essential to the act of climbing, and it's authentic to the process of building a game about climbing. A funny thing happened to me as I was building this mountain. I'd have an idea for a new obstacle, and I'd build it, test it, and it would usually turn out to be unreasonably hard. But I couldn't bring myself to make it easier. It already felt like my inability to get past the new obstacle was my fault, as a player rather than as a builder. Imaginary mountains build themselves from our efforts to climb them.
I think
And it's
your
our
building
repeated
skills
attempts to
are
reach
too
the
hard to
summit
get
that
over.
turns those mountains into something real.
Yes, I'm finally getting over it. Yes.
You just lost a lot of progress. That's a deep frustration, a real punch in the gut. Oof, sorry about that.
Sorry guys, I had to turn the mic on speed. Yes! So I haven't posted a Minecraft video. I've recorded it, but I haven't posted it yet. So you still haven't been able to edit it. So, yeah. Will you please let me get over here?
Oh, it happened again. Keep on trying. Don't let it get to you.
What's this music playing in the background? It's calm for such a frustrating game!
This thing that we call failure is not the falling down, but the staying down.
Yeah, and
Mary
the falling
Pickford.
down even more! OMG! Oh my god! No, I apparently don't. Just go fast. Just go fast. Just go fast. Go fast. How did I do it the first time? Fudge. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, no, no, yes, yes,
Get nasty over there, boy. Going down the road feeling bad. I'm going down the road feeling bad. Going down the road feeling bad, and I ain't going to be treated this way. Oh,
holy!
lay them blues up on Glen. Down in the jail.
Sorry about that, guys. You're being interrupted by someone who's crying.
Down in jail down in jail on my knees, and I ain't going to be treated this way.
Oh, come
They
on!
feed me on cornbread and cheese. They feed me on
Ah,
cornbread
come
and cheese.
on! Go
They
fast, just
feed
go
me
fast.
on
God, go
cornbread and cheese,
fast!
and I ain't going to be treated this way. Ole, ali, ole,
Why does your cauldron have infinite water?
Let's go to town, boys. Hey, buddy. Oh, no.
Are you going to the bathroom a minute?
$10 shoe fits my feet. A $10 shoe fits my feet. $10 shoe fits my feet, and I ain't going to be treated this way. Going where the weather suits my clothes. I'm going where the weather suits my clothes. I'm going where the weather suits my clothes, and I ain't going to be treated this way. Ole, ole, ole,
Could someone please stop this music?
turn down, boy, turn down.
No, so close! No! Stop it! Back here. Didn't lose too much progress. It's a good thing we didn't slide down the house.
The soul would have no rainbow had the eyes no tears. John Vance Cheney.
Oh my god! Stop.
Oh no. What? Oh. Oh. What? What?
Part that
The pain I feel
hate.
now is the happiness I had before. That's the deal. C.S. Lewis.
No!
I feel within me a peace above all earthly dignities, a still and quiet conscience. William Shakespeare. You cannot now believe that you will ever feel better. But this is not true. You're sure to be happy again, and knowing this, truly believing it, will make you less miserable now. Abraham Lincoln.
What? What is Abraham Lincoln? No! Stop this frequency! too much fans watching me right now?
In my heart so full that I've got them for me.
No!
Do not stand at my grave and cry. I am not there. I did not die. Mary Fry. To live is to suffer. To survive is to find some meaning in the suffering. Friedrich Nietzsche. Life is a mosaic of pleasure and pain. Grief is an interval between two moments of joy. Peace is the interlude between two wars. You have no rose without a thorn. The diligent picker will avoid the pricks and gather the flower. Satya Sai Baba.
Don't make any sense. So barber has to do with anything that does with climbing up a mountain. And why there are these obstacles in my way? Can this game even get any harder?
Sorrow is my own yard, where the new grass flames as it has flamed often before, but not with the cold fire that closes round me this year. William Carlos Williams.
Yes! Yes, I'm back here! Yes, 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 yes! Yes, I'm back here. There's so much lag! Ah! This, they go back to. Oh, that was close. Pretty sure if we fall down there, it takes us all the way back to the beginning. Oh, that was. It's hard to play with all this lag going on. Will you please stop the lag?
When you're building a video game world, you're building with ideas. And that can be like working with quickset cement. You mold your ideas into a certain shape that can be played with. And in the process of playing with them, they begin to harden and set until they're immutable, like rock. And at that point, you can't change the world. Not without breaking it into pieces and starting fresh with new ideas.
everything. I don't know where to begin. Oh, whoop-de-doodle, I'm off my noodle, my baby just wouldn't sit. I can't tell the sun from the moon. I might just try to forget. I've read the note she left me a million times a day. But if someone could ask me what it said, I couldn't say. Oh, whoop-de-doodle, I'm off my noodle, I know I could be okay. If my baby only hurried back to me
No!
today.
Don't go back down there. There's no problem. There's no.
Oh,
This
whoop-de-doodle, I'm off
bit
my
is as
noodle, my
far
baby
as I've ever
gone
gotten.
away. I'm
Go
thinking
fast,
of
go fast, go fast.
leaving out
Gotta
the
go
tail
fast,
of
gotta go
my
fast,
shirt.
gotta go
Oh,
fast. Yeah, you gotta
whoop-de-doodle,
go
I'm
fast, you
off
gotta
my
go
noodle, my
fast.
baby just wouldn't
You
fit.
gotta go fast, yeah, gotta go
Maybe
fast,
it's
gotta
the
go.
bottom of
Yeah, yeah, gotta go
or
fast, yeah, gotta go
infected in my
fast.
gut.
Gotta go
I'm gonna
fast.
lose my reason.
Gotta
I'm
go
ready to blow my top.
fast.
Now if my baby only give me, why don't you stop? Oh, whoop-de-doodle, I'm off my noodle, I'm gradually turning gray. I'm thinking I just keep walking slow, but if my baby only hurry, then I know I wouldn't worry anymore. No, 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 wouldn't worry anymore.
This game. Like, like this video if you want to see more of it, but please don't like it. Dislike it. Just kidding, no funny videos. I'm gonna play more of this, and I'm gonna grind, and I'm gonna beat this game before it's 2020. Ah! Uh,
Oh, no. Of all sad words of tongue or pen, the saddest are these. It might have been. John Greenleaf Whittier. You've done this part before. You know it's possible. Just do what you did the first time.
No!
If you try to please audiences, uncritically accepting their tastes, it can only mean that you have no respect for them.
Again.
Andrei Tarkovsky.
I hope you enjoyed the video. Please select the button because I don't want to play more of this game.